A new start and a new race order, no doubt, when we get down to turn one. Russell Parks, Ben Moss, Lewis Hamilton. They're your front three in the order as they come to the line. Wait for the green light. Who's going to duck out of the slipstream first? They drop down behind the number plates. The race is underway. Parks then gets a flyer. But number two, Ben Moss, goes straight through into the lead, anticipating the lights absolutely perfectly. 10-year-old Ben Moss it is that leads then, and in second place is Russell Parks, but not for long perhaps, because already the attack is on. 28 there is Andrew Swales. Lewis Hamilton is number one. They're third and fourth. We're on board with Russell Parks. We're looking at the rear end of Ben Moss. He leads at the moment. Lifting that left rear wheel then as he comes through the left-hander onto the straight, down towards the S's now. Takes a long look over his shoulder. Ben Moss, well, I wouldn't look behind him if I was him, of course. Through the S's. Moss still leads. Look at Lewis Hamilton in kart number one. He is a part of the kart in front of him. That is 26, Russell Parks. So Lewis Hamilton really is joined, well, at the axle with the man in front. Lewis Hamilton too is under pressure from 28, Andrew Swales. So Hamilton is the meat in the sandwich, but number two was your race leader. I think it's going to change. Yes, it does. And look at that. Lewis Hamilton follows him through. So 26, Parks goes back into the lead. Lewis Hamilton follows him through. Well, he was joined with him, and all in one movement. Ben Moss goes back to third. Now he's back to second. Hamilton goes third. 28 is Andrew Swales. He's in fourth, but for how long? Moss on the inside. Brilliant braking manoeuvre there from Moss, holding out Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton, of course, has been the National Formula Cadet Champion in 1995, and he won round one of this cadet class. Will he be able to make it 2 out of 2? Certainly got some tough opposition here. Russell Parks takes a look over his shoulder. Ben Moss is one side of him, but there goes Lewis Hamilton straight under Moss. Moss goes back 2 spaces, all in the space of half a bend. 28 follows him through. Andrew Swales, he's now in third. Lewis Hamilton is up into second place, but still leading is Russell Parks, seemingly looking more over his shoulder than he is in front of him at the moment across the line. Lewis Hamilton looks for that line and gets it. He goes through into the lead. Hamilton hits the front. Also following through in the second place is 28, Andrew Swales. This is an absolutely breathless race. The Highland Spring Formula Cadet Final is alive and kicking. Lewis Hamilton leads it. Second place is Andy Swales. Swales goes through to first place. Back comes Lewis Hamilton to take it again. And behind them, Moss and Parks are doing battle in an equal manner. Oh, and Moss is on the inside of Parks. Does he hold it? Yes, he does. And Parks is up over the curb. Lewis Hamilton ducks right into his steering wheel, but it does him no good. Through comes 28, Andy Swales. Will Lewis get it back? No, Hamilton is having the door slammed right in his face. What a race. Andrew Swales leads. Lewis Hamilton second. Third is Ben Moss. Hamilton snaps out of the slipstream. Is he going to go for it again into this right-hander at the end of the straight? He checks up the inside to see if anyone's overtaken him. No, not this time, but it was close. Lewis Hamilton leads again. Second place is, well, any from 3. And it is Ben Moss. Ben Moss then throws the purple cart in. And number 2, Ben Moss, gets back his second place. Hamilton looks left, he looks right. Andrew Swales is in third place. Moss still second. But it is Lewis Hamilton that leads as they get right in behind the number plates to try and reduce the drag of the airstream going over their heads. Through the left and right. Down from the S's section, Lewis Hamilton is being overtaken by Ben Moss. What a manoeuvre there from Ben Moss right up on the curve. Hamilton comes straight back, as is so characteristic of this man. And because of that mistake, Moss goes back 2 places into third. 28. Andrew Swales is now in second place, but will it soon be converted to first? They come over the line side by side. It's going to be down to the brakes, and through goes Swales, and so does Moss. Lewis Hamilton this time goes first to third. Still backing up. In fourth place is number 26, Russell Parks. Seemingly like an interested spectator at this point in time, but no, he comes back now. Parks is there. Is he in third place? Yes, he is. We're on board with Russell Parks. Back to fourth he's gone. Just in front of him is Swales, number 28. Through the left and the right of the S's. Throwing themselves onto the steering wheel, into the braking area now, and back to the lead goes Lewis Hamilton. Wow, he is an incredible young man, 11 years old from Stevenage. He has won everything in 1995 cadet kart racing. And he looks as if he is determined to win this race here today, round 2. But Ben Moss goes back into the lead. It is going to be the greatest tactician that wins this race at Trent Valley Racetrack. Can that be Lewis Hamilton? He locks up the front wheel there, front right wheel lock. Superb control. Andrew Swales looks over his shoulder and he's being attacked by Russell Parks. Parks is in fourth place. Oh, and he smashes into the rear end. No damage done though. Swales gets away with it, and so does our cameraman, Russell Parks. Still it's Lewis Hamilton that leads. Ben Moss still in second place. Third is still Andrew Swales. He is so close to Ben Moss, surely into the bracket area. No, not quite. We've just a couple of bends to go then. Lewis Hamilton, barring a mistake, has got this race covered. He is going to win round two, the final of round two. Surely it's going to be Lewis Hamilton. What a race it's been throughout. It is even closer. Can he pop out the slipstream? Ben Moss goes for it, and on the line. Ben Moss thinks he's won it. Lewis Hamilton's not sure, and 28 Andrew Swales waves in relief that he's made it to the line. We can take another look at that now. Lewis Hamilton, well, surely not caught napping by Ben Moss. Ben Moss perfectly judged there, a slipstream manoeuvre on the line. Ben Moss thought he'd won it, but it was Lewis Hamilton confirmed as the winner by 100th of a second from Moss. Andrew Swales got third, Russell Parks fourth, Andrew Twist came through to fifth, and Scott George was sixth.
Another great win for determined Lewis Hamilton.
I'm enemies with everybody on the track, but out in the pits, I'm their friends.
And that win elevates Lewis to first place in the championship by just 1 point from rival Ben Moss, with Lancashire's Ben Hanley a fair way behind on 231.